Hi, we're back. This is
Or-
not a place to be.
Yeah, I mean this top screen right now is me after playing Four Swords with Jaden.
This is your hair, Jaden.
If only I had a ring pop to use as a comfort. But I don't.
That man was not my father. I mean, because at the stadium. That's right out of the gates. It was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with 1 million in it. But that badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance. There was a gunshot. The other person crumpled to the ground, and I ran scared for my life. I think the big picture's finally coming into focus, don't you? Lolly, forgive me.
God, it's fucking.
I didn't think it would turn into something so frightening. If only I could have protected you. I guarantee you we're going to have one of these scenes. It's going to flash to one of the characters, but it's going to be the proto-badger instead, just standing there.
Oh God. So Miss Pops, she shot her own dad without even knowing who he really was.
If what she says is true.
Are you saying she's lying? Why would she lie about something like that? What purpose would it serve? I thought that was her hand holding Edgeworth's arm.
You would be
like,
surprised
wrapped
how
around
often
it.
people lie without even realizing it themselves, Kay. Get your fucking greasy mitts out of my hand.
Huh? You mean they're wrong? That's not lying. Fuck you. What's that supposed to be?
What I mean is, listen very carefully to our confession one more time and you'll see. Only Phoenix is allowed to touch those. Get your fucking fingers off. That man was not my father. I mean, because at the stadium, there was a bad badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it. But that badger pointed his gun at me, aiming to shoot me dead. That's why I used the gun I got from Lance.
Weren't the guns fake? That the Badgers have?
Yeah.
So that's the accidental lie, is that like the guns aren't real. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Skip.
firing blanks.
Well, not
I
yet.
think that wasn't it, and we're about
Take a
to
good
lose.
look at this. What about it?
Mr. Edgeworth, sir, I'm here for some reason. I don't think you pulled out the right piece of evidence.
Wonderful subordinate you got there. Someone to put on his boss's mistakes. Detective Gumshoe, you will refrain from excessive talking.
I'll try, sir. Alright, well,
Oh, it might be
wanna,
fucked.
yeah, you might want to like set a save state.
I don't know where it'll send me
Alright.
back to in the old days, but, you know.
I would just press from the start now that we're on such low amount of life.
Sure. Please calm down and let's slowly talk through this. But I... All you have to do is simply tell us what happened at the stadium. Leave it to us to search out the truth. Can you do that for me? Alright, so at the stadium... There was a bad badger. That was the ransom money, wasn't it? Yeah, that's how I was able to identify Mr. Deacon almost immediately. It was all thanks to what Lance told me. And what did he tell you? Well, he called me on his cell phone and told me that Mr. Deacon had betrayed us and run off with the ransom money. And about how he had a gun. Were you able to clearly see the gun? Yeah, I got a very good look at it while it was pointed at me. Oh, Father, why would you try to shoot me?
Do you really think a father would shoot his own daughter, Mr. Edgeworth?
I don't know.
I don't want to believe it myself.
But it's true. My father's left arm was raised with a gun in it.
Oh, because they're stitched to the costume? I don't know.
Pointed straight at me. I'm about to die, I thought. Miss Pops! Huh? Please come down and take a deep breath. And then would you allow me to please hear that last statement one more time? Yes, of course.
Oh, you know what? I think we had the right evidence point, but the wrong.
Yeah.
So it's not here though. It's gonna be when she says she shoots her father, and it's gonna be like, no, you had a blank. So that not here. We already tried this one.
Wait.
But it'll be like the next line. Or maybe the line after. I guess she technically
This is the
doesn't say,
line
"I
she
shot
added.
him."
This is the line she added.
Oh, she added. No, she didn't add that. That was already there, I thought.
She added it. And I thought that your life was in danger, correct? Yeah, I'm about to die, I thought. So? That's why I
pretty
used
sure
the gun I got from Lance.
I'm pretty sure that line was already there.
She edited it to specify that was the left hand.
Okay. And so now maybe you can present that to say, like...
No.
Alright.
Even after looking at this, can you still claim what you just said to be true? Yeah, I can. Ha! She showed you. Alright, thanks.
Alright, you're gonna have to press that again.
See, like,
Alright,
look,
here, actually, we can
it's
check
different.
real quick. There was a gunshot. I ran scared for my life. No, before that, though, right? Oh, yeah, it doesn't say left hand. Alright, fair enough.
It's pops.
So, I mean, usually the weak point is in the one they have to edit, so I guess it's just a different evidence point.
It could possibly be...
Victim's costume? What does it say about victim's costume? Likely... Okay, that doesn't really...
Wearing one do the footprint shape and lack of blood now. What about the shit where they had to shoot from a raised angle?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. I don't think that's gonna be relevant to...
No. Oh wait, where was the suit shot from? Oh, actually, no, it doesn't matter either. No, ignore me.
Is it maybe it's the thing that like the Badger Bible that shows you their designs? Maybe that's how you get into it. Like not this one, but the that one. Because it says
right hand.
but that's a right hand. So maybe she saw a mirror. Maybe that's what you have to say.
Interesting idea. Just throw that.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay, no, I know what it actually is.
Nice.
I think. Don't save over that. So press that again to get the left hand comment. It's the fucking Oh. That was the wrong one, but that's fine.
Oh, did I do the wrong one? I'm smart.
Yeah. That one. So check the report we have on Deacon from prison. Because I bet it says he's right-handed.
Oh, it did. It did say he's right-handed.
It'd be on the next page.
That's a good point. All right, yeah, it would be that one, because he's most certainly left-handed, or right-handed.
Yeah, right-handed. Yep. So then why would the gun be in his left? Yep.
That's good shit.
All right.
That's at least a start. I have here a dossier of your father. According to this, your father was right-handed. Not them. Person pointing a gun at you from atop the stage was not Mr. Deacon. You cannot fire with your undominant hand. It's illegal.
You know, Ross. What Ace Attorney has shown us is that you should never try and commit a murder because you'll accidentally try and pin it on somebody who's right-handed, and then you'll get screwed.
Yeah, me specifically because I'm left-handed. It's harder for me.
You won't be able to get away with it.
Prosecutor, I think you need to take a refresher. What's actually untrue is that instead of being one person who's really smart looking after you, it's like a dozen people who are really smart who can fail more than like 5 times and still catch your ass. All looking at the same. Yeah, you just no, it doesn't work anymore. Bad Badger has a model gun attached to its right hand, which is why the only hand he could have held the real gun was his left. Isn't it possible that it went down like that?
No.
Agent Lang, were you paying attention to what Mrs. Pops was saying? Then again, I suppose I can never expect someone who has never set foot in court to catch it. Enough with the smugness. Out with it already. Miss Pops told us earlier. There was a Bad Badger pulling the suitcase with the 1 million in it. According to you, the Bad Badger had the gun in his left hand, which would mean that he was pulling the suitcase with his right hand. Is that correct, Miss Pops? Yes, exactly. And I'm sure it was the Bad Badger. He had those huge sunglasses on his face. If that's the case, even I can see that's a huge contradiction. Yes, Miss Pops claims to have seen the Bad Badger, yet the Bad Badger had both of his hands full. These two pieces of information contradict each other, so one must be wrong.
It wasn't... Wait. I mean,
It was
because
both.
the gun.
Because
Yeah, because the gun was ripped out.
yeah. They are both correct. Impossible. That just leaves us with an irresolvable contradiction. Miss Pop's entire statement rests on the fact that she saw his sunglasses and beard. What if the Bad Badger wasn't wearing pants on his lower half? This proves there was a way for the Bad Badger to freely use both of his hands. Which would be the missing model gun. Get your hands on straight, Mr. Prosecutor. That doesn't show me diddly squat. I knew it. What I saw was just a mirage.
Well,
Awkward.
shit, we didn't set our save state recently. Alright. Nope. Yep. Press that. So then, what else would it be? I mean, I think we were on the right track with it being both.
Yeah,
Maybe
we
it's
are.
the Bad Badger head or something, because she said she saw the sunglasses.
I like how much clackier this keyboard is than the other one. Makes me feel so much more powerful.
Make sure you save state this time before you say both are correct.
Okay. I'm pretty sure it's both, so. Both is like what it means that we don't fail. Anyway.
It might be one of those where it like lets you guess, even
Well,
if
that's
you're
true.
gonna be wrong no matter what. So is it the Bad Badger head?
Yeah. This proves that they were separated. The costumes have two parts to them, a head and a body.
Oh, I get it now.
The head Miss Pop saw was probably really the head of the Bad Badger. However, it is not possible that the body was that of an entirely different badger. A different badger? Yes, or to put it more bluntly, I believe it was the lower half of this badger. The body of the Bad Badger Miss Pop saw really belonged to this badger. Who have we seen the bottom half of?
I mean, everyone else equally, I think. Actually, wasn't a blue badger costume in the garbage disposal? I feel like proto badger's like, I mean, just like my gut's telling me that just because it's creepy. I don't think it's actually true. I think it's blue badger.
Yeah. His head may have been the Bad Badger, but his body was actually the Blue Badger's. The Blue Badger? Hold on, let's see here. Who was it that had one of these on? I did.
Okay.
So did Officer Meekins, pal.
Well,
Nice try, but your logic is a tad illogical. Boy, we're just tripping on all of them, aren't we? Huh.
yeah, I mean, it's one of those nights.
That's okay. That's what we have the power of cheating for.
Hell yeah. Bad badger head.
Yeah, the Bad Badger head. Right. I guess it is
So, I
the
mean-
Proto Badger because it's creepy.
Oh, also, like, you would have been able to tell if it was the pink badger, because it's a different color. So it's gotta be the proto badger.
What the heck is it? That's, you know?
It's the proto badger.
Yes, and it's a simple matter of process of elimination. Miss Pops was wearing the Blue Badger costume, so we can eliminate that one. And the Pink Badger's of a wrong color, which would have been incredibly obvious. All that's left is the Proto Badger costume. Miss Pops, who was the one who wore the Proto Badger costume? That would be Lance. Oof. Are you seeing what I think you are? Lance Armstrong donned the Bad Badger's head and pretended to be Mr. Deacon. On top of which he was plotting to shoot Miss Pops while wearing that hideous thing. You know what I just realized this all is?
Huh.
With, like, minus the gun murder, this is a Scooby-Doo case.
Yes.
You go to an amusement park, there's a bunch of people in weird costumes, it's deciding who's in the costume. This is Scooby-Doo. The stage that was set up on the stadium was nothing more than that, a setup. And its purpose was to lead Miss Pops into believing she had committed murder. Standing there in front of Miss Pops and pretending to be the victim. It was all done so that she would pull the trigger. I have no idea what you're talking about. Why exactly would I have had to do all that, huh? There's but one reason. Lance Amano, you were the real culprit behind the murder of Miss Oliver Deacon. Mr. Oliver Deacon. What? No.
I forgot that the truth backhands her.
That's slander. Take it back, you take it back now! Just out of curiosity, Lance, which is your dominant hand? I'm left-handed. But what does that have to do with anything? It depends. According to Miss Pops, her attacker held a gun in his left hand. Ha! Who is what-handed doesn't prove a thing. Besides, now you're just being absurd. It's not like the Proto-Badger is bulletproof. One misfire and he might have found himself dead, right? Of course. Logically, if he had been shot, he probably wouldn't be here with us. But I believe he had thought of that as well and prepared accordingly. And this should be all the evidence you need. This is how Lance made sure he wouldn't be hit by a bullet.
I mean, save state just in case, but it's gotta be the missing model gun. Okay.
We found one
We
half
should
of
save
Bad
state
Badger
soon, though.
costume in the hideout as a broken one. It was not the same one the victim was wearing, plus it was missing something, I will save state. And that something is the model gun that the Bad Badger carries, which can fire blanks. What? Miss Pops, where's the gun you use now? I threw it away into the sea. The sea? Are we near the sea? That makes it a bit tough to verify what it was.
She is the smartest, like, would-be murderer in the entire fucking franchise. She actually, like, properly disposed of evidence. Good God. She's scary.
They would have sent people into the ocean to find that shit, probably, if it had been important.
She has done the best job at disposing of evidence, though, of anyone in the franchise.
Well, then again, this takes place in Japanifornia, so it's kind of landlocked. There's oceans on all sides, but that doesn't necessarily mean you're near the ocean.
Still, there are other ways like that. I mean, anytime anyone uses an incinerator, like, part of the fucking thing falls out.
How could you not dispose of the knife in the fucking third case, game 6? You're over a fucking cliff. Just huck the knife. No one will ever find it. Why would you leave the knife in the victim? Are you really that dumb? Actually, I don't know. Did they leave the knife in the victim? I forgot.
How far have you gotten in that case?
I don't remember.
Hold on.
I have to make sure I can't joke with you. I have to make sure it's not a spoiler.
You have to make sure. I have to make sure. Like, I have to choose what I say very carefully. Let's see. Spirit of Justice. I gotta scroll down a lot to find Spirit of Justice. Oh, I'm just fine. Alright, here we are. It's episode 7.
Although I believe that we can safely assume that it was a model gun in question. I've heard enough. All you've done is spouting so far is pure conjecture.
Okay. Okay, so you're talking about how during how during the case, like a second body is found. Right?
Oh, not there yet. Not yet.
That has happened,
Yeah.
actually, but that's not what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Was the dagger left in the first? I don't even remember.
I don't remember, honestly, either. Doesn't matter. Joke's dead. Far dead.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares?
Admit that as long as the model gun is lost to us, I can't prove I'm right. However, I can say that the probability that I am right is very high. Okay, let's pretend you are right and the murder at the stadium was a fabrication. In that case, where do you think the murder really took place, Mr. Prosecutor? I don't know yet. Ha! I knew you were full of it. However, I do believe that the murder took place during an earlier time frame. Please wait a second. It's simply not possible. Because I saw Mr. Deacon after he was restrained by Lance. She saw the victim in the state of being restrained. Alright, Poppy. Came back to the hideout long after the other two. By that time, Lance had already subdued and restrained Mr. Deacon. He had tied Mr. Deacon securely to the beam in the room next door. After that, the two of us put our costumes on and made our escape. So, Mr. Deacon must have escaped after the two of you left, right? We thought that it'd attract too much attention if we left together, so I left first. We planned to meet up again at the stage in the stadium. But then, as I was walking through the park, I got a call from Lance on my cell phone. Oliver managed to escape. It looked like he was waiting until I was alone. He also stole the gun from me at that time. And then the murder happened. Mr. Deacon must have overheard their plan to meet up at this stage. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, Miss Pop saw the victim with her own eyes. Which means that the victim was still alive at that time, wouldn't you agree? Why does that sound wrong to me? There must be something amiss about this account. Let's see what happens if I examine it in more detail.
Alright, so save, press everything.
Yep, pretty much. When exactly did you arrive back at the hideout? It was after we had picked up the ransom money. And where were you until the time you returned? I was scouting the park out and making preparations for our escape. I walked around in the various areas looking for the best route. Ah, so each of them had their own roles to play. After I was done, I went back to the hideout. By that time, Lance and I subdued and restrained Mr. DK. Alright, let's see what this cursed ad is. Oh.
Yeah, it's cursed.
PP.
Peepees.
Fried peepees.
Hell yeah.
What do you think a fried peepee tastes like?
It probably tastes like the inside of it's probably like
Hyperlink
Lego
block?
like Lego blocks. Because it's like glitchy shit.
But when it breaks, it sends out tornadoes.
Tornadoes of Spamton heads. So it tastes like Spamton.
What does Spamton taste like? Spam?
Probably like soda.
Alright. Why does that hurt Chris?
Because I don't know, Chris has diabetes.
Oh shit, no wonder he's so interested in the bathroom. And Ralsei.
And Ralsei. Oh, because Ralsei's so sweet.
Yeah.
Yeah, alright.
Yeah, he needs that's the secret of the whole story. Susie lowers his diabetes because she's rude, but then Ralsei raises his blood glucose levels.
So basically, if they want to be happy, they need to
Balance,
get
and that's
really
friendship.
Really good. And that's friendship. So
Wow.
basically, they were screwed when it was just them and Noelle. That's why it's the bad ending.
Yeah,
All right.
that's why she was too sweet, and he was like, I have to lower the blood glucose. And he lowered it. And then the hyperlink blocked was the cure for diabetes, and that's why it's blocked.
Someone just posted a post to the Ace Attorney meme subreddit, and it says Happy 20th anniversary to the Ace Attorney series, and it's a picture of Danganronpa.
Well, I mean, happy 10-year anniversary to the Danganronpa series. I think it's not 10. I think it's more than 10 years now at this point.
Something like that. I don't know.
Anyway, hold it. How did Lance look at that time? He looked
With
shocked.
his eyes, really?
He also looked a little down. When I saw the sadness in his eyes, Thank you, that's enough for now. What did Mr. Deacon? What was his situation like? Oof. You were sure that it was Mr. Deacon that you saw? Yes, I am certain of what I saw. Did you go into the other room to check? Lance said that it was best if I didn't get too close to him. Lick, lick. Lance, he's such a kind soul. He's such a sad soul. Perhaps Tootie is the saddest soul of all. Then, are you telling me that you did not confirm it was Mr. Deacon for yourself? I checked through the slit in the door that separates the two rooms. He had a bad badger head on it, so I'm absolutely sure. I just had to be Mr. Deacon. So a bad badger head. Alright, well that got added. Oh, it got updated. Nice.
Didn't they shove the badger head onto Edgeworth when they captured him? Or am I just imagining that? No, that was just left. Okay.
It was left in the isolation room. But the other one...
Victims.
I think it might
Yeah,
have something to do with it.
I'm not sure.
How many save states did you do in FE4? One a turn? More?
More. Depends on where I was.
FE4 did make me do some save states using
There were
the
some
console.
parts where I completely RNG scummed. The game probably isn't hard if you are smart.
Oh no, it's pretty easy, honestly.
But what I did is I played dumb and fast, and what that does is it puts you in a situation where the game becomes hard.
Yeah.
Although the difficulty does genuinely increase. Honestly, like, I think that if you finish the game, you'd be like, okay, the beginning's easy, the end's kind of difficult. Like, especially the last chapter.
I bet it's easier if you raise your children in certain ways.
Oh, probably.
It's super easy if you solo the game with Arden. Absolutely. So the thought that Mr. Deacon was still in his bad badger costume. Yeah, and? It would appear that she misread the whole situation. What now? Should I raise an objection? The person you saw was not the victim. What? Why not? I will tell you why not. With this. This, Miss Pop, shows us that the person you saw was not the victim. Well, foot in my mouth now, Mr. Edgeworth.
Check the murder scene notes. Because he was found without a costume, but that's a different point.
Yeah.
Check the photo rally. It hasn't been relevant yet. It might be one of those that like becomes relevant. No, okay. What about the Gatewater pamphlet? Okay, that's not anything.
What about my prosecutor's badge?
Love letter, pendant, missing gun. All we know is that he was wearing one, which doesn't help us now.
Colin has never shown up. The authorities are never wrong about anything, so it must not be him.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Big brain time.
Alright.
I have no fucking idea.
I think it's the fact that we found the badger head in the isolation room.
It might be.
Which means where the fuck is the other badger? Because he's not wearing it.
You know, that... You can try that. I don't think it's anything else, so...
Miss Pops, the person you saw was not Mr. Deacon at all. Huh? The person you actually saw was this person. Me. I think it was me. I think it was Miles Edgeworth.
So I was right.
It was me.
I was actually right. Oh my god.
The person I saw was you, Mr. Edgeworth? I always thought it was a bit odd. Why would the kidnappers abduct me even after I handed over the ransom? Ugh. It's not as though I saw the face of the kidnappers. If I were them, I would have just taken the $1 million and ran. But in the end, there was a point to it all. It was to make me look like Mr. Deacon. And if that was the reason for which I was abducted, then I believe we can assume that the victim was already dead at the time. Well, Lance, am I right? And that's... You should have Miss Pops a person, namely me, with a bad badger head on. And then made your costume escape together. Or so you pretended. Huh? What do you mean he pretended? Exactly that. I believe Lance watched you escape, and then doubled back to the hideout. This is the opposite of 6-3, in which Super voices all the fucking characters. Instead, it's me voicing all of them, and Emily doesn't get a character. I mean,
It's
you
fine.
get
I get to mute and eat chips.
Probably to come and remove the bad badger head from the unconscious self. I mean, you're solving all the puzzles, so that works. And to create his fake prison with a prop sword, he escaped via the passageway. Hold your tongue, boy. Don't get caught up in that tidal wave of words coming out of Mr. Prosecutor's mouth. Tidal wave? We've heard a lot coming out of you, but I've yet to see a shred of evidence. The victim's betrayal, his subsequent detainment, all of that could have happened while you were out cold. That's right. You were out for quite a while, Mr. Prosecutor. I don't know what happened there. I just suddenly became very posh. Even if that were the case, Miss Pops would have still seen me tied to the beam. I was scared of Mr. Deacon, so I didn't go into the next room. I really have no idea whether you were there in there or not, Mr. Edgeworth. You see, it would seem you can't prove a thing. Who said that? Please wait. Mr. Amano. Oh, Miles, my boy. Looks like you're really giving it your all. And Lance, it's not good to cause trouble for others. Dad. I will give Lance this. He's a lot less annoying than his typical archetype is in this game. Let's see. You're the ones in charge of this investigation, correct? Yeah, that's right. I'm sorry that my son has been nothing but trouble. This probably won't make up for anything, but I have some evidence for you. No, do you now? Was that Adachi? Thanks, Adachi. That was real nice of you to wheel in the Bad Badger.
Insight in mind.
Is that what I think it is? That's okay.
It's the Bad Badger costume the victim was wearing, and a gun.
And that is most certainly the Bad Badger costume.
Yeah.
I'm going to wait around for the police. I wouldn't have found these myself. Appears that they were disposed of in the sea. Is there no one in this country who actually obeys the law? There. Now. Agent Lang, please calm down. Here's a note saying that each of us are allowed to betray the law at least 7 times in our life. What the heck is this scrap of paper?
This appears to be a letter from the Chief of Police. Please allow Mr. Amano complete freedom to do as he sees fit, it says.
What? The Chief of Police? What the? Just who does he think he is?
The person who wields the highest authority in this area.
Oh ho ho. There now. There is no need to be so upset. I'm not some cop from this land, so I'm not bound by the laws of your country. No. This wasn't meant to strong-arm you or anything. It's just a request. I'm only asking you please respect the law of the land. Can't really say no to that. However, returning to the topic at hand, it doesn't matter who found the evidence. Its value remains unchanged. All right, now, let's take a look at this new evidence. I've already got the results back. I had a special forensics research lab that I'm on good terms with conduct the tests. They verified that the blood of this costume belonged to Oliver. As for the gun, the only fingerprints they could find were yours, Lauren. What? You disappoint me, Miles. I can't believe that you would cause my son such stress and heartache. Thank goodness I was able to find the final pieces of evidence. With this, you'll have no reason left to push my poor son around. That's it? These are the case-making pieces of evidence? I'll be the judge of that. I'll rest until I've inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny.
Alright.
Nothing unusual about this area. Could this gun be the actual murder weapon?
Emma Sky appears to shout, "Ballistic markings!"
No. It was actually Phoenix who first explained ballistic markings to Maya.
At every subsequent time.
This bullet hole.
It looks kind of burnt around the edges.
Wait, those burnt marks were left by gunpowder. This is a most important fact.
Why's that?
Why is that? Why is that? Because it's proof that the victim was shot at point-blank range. Actually, is important. Didn't go into the whole explanation, though, sadly. What's this? It looks like there's something inside this costume's head. Hey, they sparkle.
Hey, that's sparkle. I bet they're really valuable.
Sorry, but they're just pieces of a mirror. Why are they in here? Maybe that shit about their hands being reversed in the mirror was true. Well, it is not the most definitive piece of evidence you've ever seen. Thank you, Dad. This should be enough to convince even Mr. Edgeworth over there. Beautiful eyes. Make no mistake, these are fingerprints of that murderous gun. And they prove that it was Lolly who killed Oliver. Sorry, I forgot. I'm not supposed to call her. I'm supposed to call her low lie.
It's fine. I'm not gonna get on your ass about it.
But Oliver was also after Laylam's life.
You could just say it was a different pronunciation.
So, Mr. Edgeworth, even you must see that Lauren was only acting in self-defense. The fingerprints on the weapon,
Oh no, this isn't helpful at all.
Look, Mr. Edgeworth, all I want to do is save... Stop it, Lauren. But in the end, all I can do is watch as she takes the punishment for her crimes. That may be all you can do, however. I still have a case to solve. And a job to do. The job of unraveling your insidious lie. You wound me. Why would you believe me, even in the face of all this evidence?
So, I mean, the fact that it's point blank is definitely important.
His entire argument hinges on the fact that her fingerprints are on the gun. However, the truth does not lie there. It lies in whatever he is hiding from me. Those fingerprints. Are you sure they belong to Miss Pops? There's no mistaking it. By my connections, I have the best forensic techniques money can be performed. But I find that a bit peculiar. What? Are you trying to pick an argument with me? Should I do? Should I raise an objection? Yes. Frankly, I don't believe that Miss Pop's print should be on that gun to begin with. The reason why Miss Pop's print should not be on the gun is she was wearing a fucking costume.
Yeah, it's a good point. Probably just the stolen costumes.
It's simply not possible for Miss Pops to have left any prints on the murder weapon. Because while she was at the stadium, Miss Pops was wearing a costume. Huh? Since when? There's been no mistake. We found fingerprints. Well, Miss Pops, do you remember touching the gun at any time? Yes. As a matter of fact, I did hold it for a bit back in the hideout. I handed it off to Mr. Deacon when he and Lance left in the haunted house. To retrieve the ransom money, I suppose. And there you have it. That is when Miss Pop's prints were found that were onto the gun. Urgh. Do you understand now, Mr. Amano? The fingerprints do nothing to prove that Miss Pops is the murderer. No, but you still don't have anything to prove that she isn't the killer, right?
Oh, we should arrest somebody.
You seem very adamant about insisting your girlfriend is a cold-blooded killer. Oh, Lance. What? No way! I'm incredibly worried about her! But that doesn't change the fact that you don't have any evidence, right? That's where you're wrong. I have the evidence. What? How? The story that Miss Pops killed the victim at the stage in the stadium, and the whole affair is simply not true because that was not the real crime scene, but a setup. This proves that the real murder was not committed at the stadium at all.
Probably the point blank. I don't really know how to... Like, it's not really on a point, though. Maybe it's on victim's costume.
Oh,
Not
the
that
fact
one,
that there
but-
were mirrors. This piece
Yeah, I
of
don't-
evidence proves that the real crime is not there at the stadium. Mr. Prosecutor, I have to rate that piece of logic a 0 out of 10. 0? It's at least a 6.8 out of 10. Too much water. Look, we know you're all...
It's gonna take a while to get back to. Oh, I guess not.
Nah, it won't take long.
I didn't realize you saved there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, so it's the victim's costume having a point blank shot. But first, you have to say yes to one costume.
Take that. I have the evidence. Yeah.
So, victim's costume.
Yeah.
Gunpowder burn point blank.
Let us take another good look at the costume the victim was wearing. Then I believe you'll see why I insist he was not shot at the stadium. This is the part of the costume that proves it. Needs to be very specific. Okay, just point it. The burn around this bullet hole was made when the victim was shot at point-blank range.
Ah, so then you mean the murder Miss Oldbag saw at the stadium really was...
Yes, she saw 2 people, but they were separated by a distance. The victim was indeed shot from below the stage. There shouldn't be a gunpowder burn. Ah! Look at you, Mr. Smarty Pants Prosecutor. Since you seem to know all the answers, why not tell us where the real crime scene is then? Don't set me up to look like Mr. Deacon back at the hideout. If that's the case, then the murder should have happened prior to that. And the location where Lance and the victim were just at, before I was imprisoned, was...
Oh, the fucking haunted house.
Yeah, then that's why the glass is there.
Yeah, alright.
I was a little ahead. I think it's not unreasonable to assume the murder took place at the haunted house. The haunted house? Yes, and I have proof that it is highly likely that the victim was killed there. Yeah, good job getting that evidence there, Mr. Ernest. He really was earnest in the end.
Huh.
These were inside
So
the
he was.
costumes the victims were wearing. They're fragments of a mirror. A mirror? What does that have to do with anything? Indeed. You don't exactly expect to find pieces of a mirror inside a costume.
Yeah, that's actually pretty dangerous.
However, there's one piece I can think of where there is a plethora of mirror fragments.
One piece.
And that is the haunted house. Yeah. It's not a plethora, there's only one. Lance Amano, I propose that you killed Mr. Deacon with a revolver in the haunted house.
What, are you playing Clue?
After that, you stole the Blue Badger-mobile and moved his body to the Wild Wild West. Yes. The timing where the Blue Badger-mobile was stolen confirms this as a fact. Miles, my boy, say no more. I'm sorry, Mr. Amano, but I cannot do that. Be quiet. Yes, please, do something. Stop that boy from speaking any more nonsense. Alright, Amano, correct? I meant you. Now be quiet, Gramps. How dare you? I don't need words. The only thing I require is evidence. Decisive evidence. And to call these mere bits decisive is a bit too presumptuous, Mr. Prosecutor. Since when do you care about decisive evidence? Fuck you! What? Sheena, wasn't there a mirror in the kidnapper's hideout? Yes, there was a mirror there. A mirror that's for the haunted house.
Oh, I forgot that was... We both forgot that was my voice.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
I mean, I forgot too, so...
You see, isn't it possible the fragments got into the costume there? But Agent Lang, there were no fragments on the floor, so the probability is very low. Probability? Ha 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 ha! Lang Z says, on truth path, the word probability does not exist. The only thing that does is definitive proof. The question, Mr. Prosecutor, is, do you have the definitive proof you need?
Well, Mr. Edgeworth, do you?
How should I fillet him? Do I have solid evidence that proves the murder took place at the haunted house? The answer is no. I shall spare your fillet for now. See? Since you don't have any, shut up! I don't have the evidence yet, but... I'm certain the murder occurred around the time I turned the ransom over. At that time, the only people at the haunted house besides myself for Lance and Mr. Deacon. If I can prove that the murder took place at the haunted house, then I can prove Lance's guilt in connection to the murder.
What now, Mr. Edgeworth?
Agent Lang, I have a special request. Yeah? I'd like to prove to you that the scene of the crime was indeed the haunted house.
Why in the world are you asking the werewolf for permission?
Because I don't really have a choice if I want to find the truth. Alright, permission granted, but you better not touch a single thing, got it? That won't be a problem. All that's important to me is the truth can be brought to light. It doesn't matter by who or how it's done, as long as it is. Gina!
I'm here.
Put in the paperwork for the authorization immediately.
Understood. I'll go get the Gatewater Group's approval.
Who was that? No, no. Let's hold on for just a second. There's no need to attain approval. Just once in one of these games, I would love for someone to just be like, no, and just pull out a gun and just shoot somebody right there.
Can we talk about his ears, by the way?
Yeah, yeah.
He has like sausages on his ears. Did you just now
notice?
What the fuck?
You haven't noticed before?
I noticed like 10 minutes ago, and I was just staring at it like, no, I have to be seeing this wrong, right?
No. He has insane earlobes.
He just has ear sausages.
It's the joke that when you get older, your earlobes lower, and they do. I have a 95-year-old grandfather. He has big earlobes, big ears.
I mean, there's lowered earlobes, and there's just those fucking sausages.
I remember making a joke earlier on. I looked at that, and I'm like, how much you want to bet that he has a wife that pulls on his ears? But they never appeared, so I don't know. Maybe Lauren pulls on his ears for comfort.
Maybe he pulls on his ears when, like, you prove his son killed.
Yeah, maybe. Mr. Amano. Agent Lang, if you please look at this. What is this? Sheena! I can't read.
It's the deed to the haunted house.
The deed? Read it out loud.
Gatewater Land Incorporated hereby bequeaths the property known as the Haunted House to Mr. Amano for the lump sum of $1 million paid in full in cash.
For the lump sum? What? Oh, as you can see, I'm now the legal owner of the haunted house.
Are you kidding? When did you...
I ran into the owner of the park earlier. We made the deal almost immediately.
What the fuck?
How quickly things move when you can prepare $1 million in the blink of an eye. Wink.
Wonder...
That $1 million you paid. Don't tell me it was... Oh, that's right. This disgusting suitcase belonged to you, doesn't it? I don't have any more use for it, so you may have it back now. You used the ransom money? My Lance is a good boy. He even apologized for the kidnapping a bit earlier. So I do believe I will forgive him. After all, he did return the ransom money. Oh boy, entitled parents and their entitled kids. When will they learn?
Yeah.
That's the way things are, so if you would please discuss things with me from now on. Discuss? What is there to discuss? Why, permission to enter the haunted house, of course. The answer's no. Fuck off. While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out of there, preempting us. I guess this wouldn't be a thing where you could be like, cause for discern to, like, storm in. We'd have to get a permit to search.
Yeah.
Oh boy, that would take a while. While we were busy listening to Lance's story, Mr. Amano was out there preempting us. Permission to search the haunted house is now denied. End of discussion. Yeah, that's exactly what I said. Agent Lang, I would like you to arrest that girl. And Miles, you should hurry on home now, my boy, before I really lose my temper. Mr. Amano definitely has the deck stacked in his favor here. What should I do? If I leave it like this, the truth will be lost forever. Sounds to me like we need a master thief to sneak in.
And this is why I didn't want to finish this last session, because I saw on the guide there was another entire section.
Alright, Kay, it's time to be Splinter Cell. Have the Phoenix Wright games ever switched up their gameplay? Like, I guess with the Phoenix Wright and Layton crossover. Have you played that?
No.
We should play the Layton games and then do that. Oh, that's another 30 games to add to our list. Oh, well. If I can't get permission to investigate the crime scene, then the truth will be lost. I'm really interested in the Layton games. I heard they're really good. And the story is really good.
Have you played any of them?
No.
Ever? I played one. The only thing I remember is I remember a plot twist. And I don't know which game it's in.
Really? You played a game?
Yep.
I guess when you were younger?
Yeah. I didn't finish it because the plot twist creeped me the fuck out. And I was a little kid.
Oh.
Yeah. Yep.
Can't get
It might be the only creepy plot point in the franchise, so maybe if like Zuper's played it, he knows what I'm talking about. Or there's just a ton of creepy plot points. I know
there's a really sad thing with Layton and I think a girl. That's all I really know.
Hold it! Hold it! Hold it!
Okay.
Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing spacing out? Have you forgotten? There's only one thing you should do at a time like this.
And what is that?
When the people are in a bind, the hero of justice appears to save the day. Look, you just leave it to me. Brian K. Faraday, the second of the great Yatagarasu.
All right. Sheena, arrest her. Yes, sir.
Oh, shit.
Wait. I thought you were a thief, not a hero.
The Yatagarasu is noble and is always a thief of justice.
That's, of course.
If we have enough information, I can recreate the inside of the haunted house with this.
Pretty sure that's also illegal, but whatever.
Plus, if we then factor in everyone's testimony...
You can recreate exactly what happened when I dropped off the ransom money. We may be able to figure out some new information through this. It's worth a try.
It's also not illegal, but...
Agent Lang. So you want to use your little toy? Be my guest.
Okay, hang on. You're all about to witness the true power of a real modern-day Robin Hood.
Detective Gumshoe. Is there a copy of the haunted house's blueprints among the police's reference documents?
Yes, sir. We got it just in case we needed it for the kidnapping case. That's fucking convenient. Alright, I'll input the haunted house data then.
Police would actually do that, though, that'd be fair.
Yeah.
What is this? Where are we? This is... fuck. It's like we're inside the haunted house. Even if we can't inspect the real location itself, the path of the truth slumbers here. If I can successfully navigate my way using logic, I'll ultimately arrive at the truth. Now then, I believe I'm ready to investigate the crime scene.
Okay, what should I recreate first?
You haven't figured it out yet.
Maybe I haven't, maybe I haven't. But I'm gonna make you do all the hard work.
Very well, I'd like to inspect the moment in which I was ambushed by my abductor. The two of them were definitely in this place at that time. If I can verify that, it may provide me with a new lead. If I just come into the hallway after leaving the money in the dining room. At that time, I saw a badger slumped over on the floor at the end of the hall.
Eh? What was a badger doing all the way down there?
I also thought it was strange. However, I thought that maybe it was simply a mannequin that set foot there for the atmosphere.
Do you know which badger it was?
No, it was too dark to tell. All I saw was its silhouette.
In that case, I guess I'll just program a badger silhouette in for that. Oh, that's gonna be scarier. Okay, programming complete.
It's probably gonna be T-posing, so we're okay.
No, okay, that's fine. Because it's a green silhouette.
Then I started walking towards the exit.
And that's when you were struck from behind, right?
Yes.
But that's odd. The hallway's a dead end. Where'd your assailant come from?
There's only one location I can think of. I believe my assailant was lying in wait here.
It says bay.
That doll I saw wasn't really a doll. It was in fact a costumed kidnapper.
Oh, so he used the costume as the perfect camouflage to blend in with the rest of the house.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget that part. Precisely. He waited until I made the drop-off and was about to leave. And just as he saw me take a step towards the exit, he stood and launched his attack. I can think of no better hiding place than this.
Hey, not bad. I'm beginning to think I should steal this tactic for myself.
Just don't use it to do anything criminal, okay? Okay, if I was playing a haunted game or a spooky game and I saw that wandering around, that might be a little bit concerning. Bye, Lance. Well, what are you asking me for? As one of the kidnappers, I figured I should give you the chance to confess first. I was one of the kidnappers, but I don't know anything. I did come up to the haunted house, but I never set foot inside. I left Oliver in charge of picking up the ransom money. He didn't set foot inside. Is he telling me the truth, or is this another lie? Alright, then you're claiming that it was Mr. Deacon who assaulted me. Yes, I'm sure it was him.
Okay, I'm putting the new info now. Mr. Deacon was the Bad Badger, right? Since the Bad Badger has a gun attached to its right hand, I'll have to change it so the weapon's in its left hand. But we already know that's not possible.
Now to verify the facts of this recreation. It's a replica of myself.
You were totally oblivious to what was behind you, huh?
Yes, suppose I am also to blame for what happened to me. It was incredibly dark, for which there should have been all the more reason I should have been alert. About to never be caught by surprise ever again. Ever again. So have you noticed anything worthwhile?
I have no obligation to talk with you. Well, I'm fine with just Little Thief in solving this case. That toy, it's very well made. That's because it's the heart of the noble thief Yatagarasu.
Okay, that's not something you should probably want to advertise to everyone. So, Sheena, what exactly is the source of this extra-dimensional, like, space?
I believe this is nothing more than a projection from that girl's toy.
So it's all an illusion, right?
Yes. Hey, don't treat this like some sort of silly light show. I can't believe what I'm seeing, sir.
I'm not Gumshoe.
This space that I'm standing in, it's like out of some crazy dream.
Except that this isn't a dream. This is something, K's gadget. Oh, I see what you're saying.
No, wait, this is exactly like a dream, sir. I've never been so impressed. It's a miracle.
Someone sure is easily impressed.
I'm so glad you like it. Oh, so this is a product of your gadget. Now I wish I had one too. Well, once this is over, I'll let you play with it for a bit if you want.
That's awesome. I'll let you play with one of our police station gadgets, Missile.
You do that for me, pal. Oh, thanks. Alright, let's wrap up this case already.
Sound like these, I wonder if they understand the seriousness of the situation. Just imagine, he could eat virtual noodles. You can lie all you want, but it'll be all for naught, Lance. As soon as I expose the truth, you will be placed under arrest. How can you do this? After all my dad has done for you. What your father has done for me is unrelated to the charges you face now. Unbelievable.
You know, you sound kind of like a bully right now, Mr. Edgeworth.
If I'm not serious about this, he will never understand the true gravity of his crimes. I will not allow him to remain a child forever.
Now you sound like a dad.
Only one person may call me daddy.
I am the adopted stepdad of Trucy Wright, so...
Yeah. Miles, my boy, what is the meaning of all this? Do you plan to pay me back for all I've done to you with the conviction of my son? I've not forgotten my debt to you, however. Your son's crimes are a separate matter. Furthermore, I can't ignore what is right in front of me. You will regret this, I promise you that. No matter the outcome, I will never regret the choices I make. Miss Pops, by my hand I will prove your innocence in the murder of Mr. Deacon. Therefore, please don't fret. It will soon be over. Do you not trust me? That is...
Your face is all beet red, Miss Pops.
No, I can't. I have Lance. Lauren, don't tell me that you like that guy more than me. That's... Oh, why am I so pathetic? I'm so easily swayed even by a single glance. What exactly is she going on about?
I think you have another guilty person on your hands, Mr. Edgeworth.
Gonna slap everyone with the guilty.
I feel that, though. I mean, like, a single character appears in a campaign, and I'm like, ooh, time to make a 4-month-long joke about... about my interest in this character.
Susu.
Susu.
Yeah?
Yes?
Okay, how was, Little Thief?
Totally fine in recreating the crime scene. All that's left is more info. But, you know, I can't believe I'm replicating a haunted house. And that we're talking about the fate of $1 million. Pretty exciting stuff.
That's a ton of money. I will enslave the entire world and only return it for $1 million.
It's only a small loan's worth.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean, that's a lot of money. You can do a lot with $1 million. You can't do world-changing things with $1 million.
I mean, it's again, it really is just a small loan.
You could, like, I guess you could donate it to a really good cause, and that would probably give them a long way, a couple months, depending on how big the organization is, worth of funding.
I mean, you could coast the rest of your life.
If you're smart, you could definitely do it on $1 million.
No, I mean, I don't even know how smart you have to be to coast on $1 million, like, just in a small apartment.
In a small, yeah, you would have to budget in a small apartment. You'd have to be smart, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can't just be like, oh, I want a car. Oops, I crashed it into there.
Well,
that's okay. I can just get a second car.
That's what I mean by coasting, is like living small. And
Yeah.
God, that I really just want to live small. I don't have ambitions for like giant fucking Porsche houses or any shit like that.
No.
But if I won the lottery, I'd fucking donate most of it and then just live in a tiny house.
Pretty much. I'd probably still work, honestly, because I wouldn't know what to fucking do with myself.
I would work on my passion projects. I wouldn't go get a job at Amazon.
I would probably get something like a little bit not stressful. I'd lower my hours, that's for sure. But just something to keep me active. Something to keep me out of the house.
I would I mean I'd make sure I get out of the house, you know, go on walks and shit, but I would just like only work on my passion projects.
I mean, anything I'd work at Amazon would just be like even more take-home money, just to like pay some regular household shit, and that would just let the money accrue. I could put a bit of it into stocks and just, you know, let it build.
Stonks.
Could live the stonks life. Can't say I understand what is so exciting about recreating a crime scene. In any case, I believe that it is all very probable that the murder occurred at this place. And if I can prove that, then we will finally arrive at the truth.
Yeah, so what are you waiting for? Let's get investigating.
All it takes is for someone to realize that you won the $1 million and they fabricate some reason to sue the shit out of you. And they're like, oh, they have $1 million? It just makes their eyes in the courtroom go, So you believe that this gadget will provide us with the proof we need?
Yeah, of course. Pretty neat, huh? By inputting info like this, it can recreate the crime scene exactly as it was. Although, Little Thief was originally intended to be a training sim for heists.
A training sim for thievery? I don't believe I can turn a deaf ear to that, Kay.
But it's for practice. Practice. It's not like I've actually stolen anything yet. Besides, we're in the middle of an investigation, so stop nitpicking.
So it's like... It creates this zone. But also, you cease to exist. Like, we're not wandering around the park bumping into the fountain. We are literally in an alternate dimension.
No. I think you are in the park.
How are we not bumping into people who are in the simulation?
Because it's a police, like, taped off area.
I guess. How are we not bumping into the fountain? The fountain didn't just go away.
This is like, the wall of the haunted house is presumably in front of the fountain.
I guess. It's still weird.
It is weird.
Even if it's just for practice, I can't exactly endorse the act of stealing. Though admittedly, this device is rather useful in our investigation. So how am I supposed to use this to aid my investigation? Stop poking my cufflink.
Oh, that's right. I guess I should explain how to use it, huh?
You know, she has enormous cuffs.
Yeah. I actually really like her outfit, though.
Yeah.
Objects outlined in yellow are things that are not present in our time, but were in the past. We know this somehow because we can't go there. Things outlined in a dotted line are things that exist now, but didn't in the past.
I see.
You can examine and interact with replicated people and objects as you normally do. You can even present evidence whenever you find an inconsistency. Oh, and be sure to point out mistakes in the recreation with evidence, too.
Very well. Let's continue with the investigation.
If there's something you don't get about Little Thief, feel free to ask anytime, okay?
How sweaty do you think Edgeworth gets when he wears all this shit?
Oh, very sweaty. Also, I gotta say, 10 out of 10 would adopt Kay Faraday and give Happy Meals.
She would steal, though.
I'm fine with that.
Be like, alright, Kay, I got you a Happy Meal. Thanks, Mom. Yeah, now I'm just gonna... I got this little bag of fries here. What bag of fries? Okay.
Yeah, that'd be so fun.
It'd be so fun never getting to eat McDonald's fries ever again.
Yeah.
She'd share like 2 with you. I remember glancing over and seeing that figure sitting here as I left the dining room.
So I guess I got spot on when I put it there in my recreation.
I didn't take a good look, but I'm sure there was a badger here.
I mean, take a look around. It almost feels more like a house of mirrors.
Indeed. Who's ever thought of this many mirrors inside a haunted house before?
Well, at least we know this is the real crime scene thanks to these mirror shards.
Bing. I think that's like my only point of logic.
Hey, wait, these shards, there's something different about them.
No.
The ones we found earlier are thicker than the shards from these mirrors on this wall. And look, there's some sort of design on the back, too.
The pieces from the costume are certainly different from the other ones. What does this mean? Could it be that our pieces are not the pieces of these mirrors?
Alright.
How the hell would we know that?
I'm just gonna pretend that the blueprints for the haunted house are super fucking specific.
Why are you stiffing my butt? No reason.
No, I'm stabbing myself with a sword.
With the hilt.
Yeah.
Pieces of a set of armor are in a pile here.
Why do you think they almost always have sets of armor inside haunted houses?
I suppose this sort of interior design is meant to bring out the sense of,
Please stop, rubbing my chin?
Yowie hand. Yeah, I'm a girl. Oh, sorry. Ooh, sorry. Whoa.
Also, like a child.
Yeah,
It's anime.
But more importantly, you're a girl. Ooh. Bring out the sense of abnormalcy.
Why'd all your explanations have to be so hard to understand, Mr. Edgeworth? I'll try explaining it again, but this time so even a thief like me can get it.
And this time without your finger in my face. This may prove to be a more difficult task.
I imagine this is how he snuck up on you.
That gadget of yours can even replicate the people's movements.
Well, it's
Ow!
height, so
Wham!
gotta be able to simulate the police.
You're Jaden, and this is your blood. Wham!
Oh, okay. I'm glad you didn't catch that mistake I made.
What'd you do?
I put an extra T in the word simulate.
Simulat?
Stimulate.
Oh, stimulate? Oh, that's funny. It's definitely very well made. Oh, perhaps too well made. Maybe I should confiscate this after the investigation.
You take a look around, it almost feels okay. Maybe this is the same dialogue.
Indeed.
Who the fuck is that other proto-badger anyways? We're gonna, after we arrest Lance, it's gonna be like, oh, it's me, Larry Butts. Just like randomly. Oh god.
That's also scary, but it's not the proto badger.
It's funny scary. Cause it's not only is the bad badger, but it's also like the lightsaber fucking.
Yeah. You didn't recreate the weapon.
Well, I can't exactly recreate something I know nothing about. So tell me, what were you hit with?
The attack came from behind, so I have no idea, but I doubt it was someone's bare hands.
Okay then, where were you hit?
I was hit in the right side of my head, just above my temple. There was a bit of blood, but it wasn't anything serious.
Ouch, sounds painful.
Why are you smirking like that when you say it?
It's just your imagination. Now let's see. I wonder if there's anything in the hallway that could have been used as a weapon. What, the sword? Oh, I guess they used the sword later too, huh?
Yeah. It's a prop sword. I have it. There was indeed one such object lying here in the hallway. The prop sword.
You talking about this thing here?
Yes, although we did find it at the kidnapper's hideout. Wait, yes, it's possible that the culprit took it with them after they used it on me.
To leave no evidence behind, right?
Correct, and may be worth a more thorough examination yet.
Okay, so what test do you want to run on this sword?
We could test it
Say
for
the
luminol
line,
since
Emma.
there was a little bit of blood, wasn't there?
The
The culprit was wearing a costume at the time, so a fingerprint analysis is useless. This fingerprint is useless. Let's run a luminol test. It's possible that some of my blood was found its way onto this. Agent Lang, may I ask for your cooperation in this matter? Like I have a choice. Gina, call the lab boys. We only have a lab girl, sir. Call the lab girl.
Understood. Oh, they're really not just gonna pull Emma? Okay.
Except for a dab on the side, it would appear that the blade is spotless.
A dab, Mr. Edgeworth? That's so cool. So it must have been the left side of the prop sword that hit you then, right?
What is this dab you speak of? I'm not hip with all the kids.
Okay, Grandpa, I'll update the recreation with this new piece of info.
The only thing I know that's modern is Ninja doing the floss. Was that Ninja that did that? I forget. Who did that at the
I
New Year's
think
drop?
multiple people have. Yeah, that was Ninja.
Okay. Don't rest until I've
Single
inspected
line,
every
Ross.
suspicious-looking nook and cranny. I added that to the script.
Yeah, I saw that. Spoilers.
Spoilers. You don't know how I added it.
Yeah. Also, don't know which script.
Yeah.
You know, the Bad Badger's pretty bad looking when you see him up close. What the fuck are you talking about, okay?
Well, it does look pretty shitty. I'll give you that.
Oh, bad looking. I see.
Well, what did you expect from a character named the Bad Badger?
And those sunglasses, wearing them in the dark makes them seem extra bad.
No, I'm lost. Which meaning of bad does she really mean? Okay, edgy. It's me. I have to say, it's rather embarrassing to see myself like this. Oh, mama.
Oh, so what were you thinking about at that time?
I don't recall, but I guess I was thinking about the kidnapping.
Really? Because I don't think so at all. Your face practically screams, I'm about to be conked over the head.
If I had known that at the time, do you think I would have left myself be hit? What if it was Phoenix? I would have let myself be hit. Okay.
You probably have to deduce something with the handedness again. Even though he
Left.
could have really just swung from the side. And in the next instant, this badger will swing his left arm, completely with weapon in hand.
Yes, to club me with the left side of the prop sword.
Shall I recreate the moment of impact? I want to see the pained expression on your face.
It's just fine the way it is. Wait, maybe not. Is it just my imagination, or is something not quite right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you gotta deduce the handedness again, because we're assuming, like, that's Oliver, but it can't be Oliver, because Oliver's right-handed.
Wrong thing.
You might want to save state first.
Do.
Also, move a little to the left, because I might be finicky right now. Just a little anxious.
Move what to the left?
Like your
Ah,
cursor.
okay. Gotcha.
Yeah, that should be good. Yeah. Well, okay.
It's pretty fair with most of these. The only time I've ever seen it not be fair was the fucking jar. Ironically,
Yeah.
also with the Blue Badger bullshit.
So,
Anyway,
yeah,
handedness. Eureka! According to this document, the victim was right-handed.
Aha! I guess I should change which hand is holding the weapon then.
Hold on, you two. You didn't think I was going to ignore something like that, did you?
What are you talking about? Look, no interrupting when I'm about to have a little fun.
Ha! Even if you change your recreation, you'll only be wasting your time. It's not possible for that thing to hold something in its right hand, you know.
But Mr. Edgeworth's logic is...
What should I think called? The Blue Badger? Just take another good look at its right hand.
Oh, I forgot the weapon isn't in its right hand because there's already a gun in it.
Precisely. Why didn't it whack me with that? Even though it's fake, it's still made of metal. Teh, you knew that already?
Because
Yes.
because it'd get blood on it.
And also know that the Badger was holding the weapon in his right hand. That actually makes sense. Huh. Are you aware of what's coming out of your mouth? You just contradicted yourself. I have evidence, of course, proof that the culprit held the sword in his right hand. It's the opening cutscene in which it demonstrates that the Proto-Badger was the one that whacked me. Damn you! Sounds interesting. Alright, show me this evidence.
Oh, because it has the blood on the left side. Right? Yeah, yeah.
Because it hit me in the right temple?
Yeah, it hit, which means it had blood on the left side, because it hit you in the right temple, which you would do with your right hand.
Yeah. The answer is the weapon itself. Except for a bit on the left side, the prop sword is absolutely spotless. However, the culprit had used his left hand, the blood would have been on the opposite side.
But the replica Bad Badger isn't holding the sword in his right hand. Also, he could have just swung it weird. I don't know what's going on anymore.
Giving up already? It's simple. If he can't hold the sword in his left or his right hand, then the one who struck me could not have been the Bad Badger. Are you paying attention, Lance? Mr. Deacon could not have been the one who struck me, which leaves only you as our primary suspect. Fine, it was me. I hit you. It appears that you lied to me yet again, but see how quickly they catch up to you, Lance?
Wait, isn't Lance left-handed?
Ah, yes. But that's what makes this deception all the more interesting. He used his right hand to make it look like Mr. Deacon had been the one to strike me. For you see, firing a gun with one's non-dominant hand is difficult. But that level of dexterity isn't required to swing a prop sword. I would argue the opposite.
Honestly, I see their point. I see their point.
I could fire a gun with my right hand.
I mean, I could fire one with my left hand, but it would be a little finicky. And swing, I wouldn't get as good of like a swing when I'm in a hurry to get this over and done with. Because if you miss, like, you're not getting another chance.
Swinging a heavy prop sword. Yeah.
It's a little forced, but I think it makes sense.
Alright. Snarf! Okay, please input this new data. The one who hit me from behind was Lance. Or should I say, the Proto-Badger.
Oh, God.
Here we go. Here it is.
You got it. Here I go.
So who the fuck was the Proto-Badger we were talking to?
It's gonna be at the end. Like,
it's gonna be Larry Butts.
Oh, it's Larry Butts. Yeah. You know, it's not so creepy here. It will be creepy when it zooms back in.
Now we have a faithful recreation of the situation around the attack on me.
Alright, all we have to do is examine this new recreation and...
What exactly is so funny, Agent Lang? That amusing little gadget sure packs a punch, right, Sheena?
Yes, it was all I could do to hold my laughter in.
You know, Sheena, why don't we ever go out more? You smell.
Huh? Ah, shit, I do. Hey, don't make fun of little thief, you mean old werewolf. He and Mr. Edgeworth bring out the best in each other. Lions also said about Phoenix, right?
Cough, cough. I've had you a little fun, but now it's my turn. I've sat quietly listening. But the crude conclusions you two keep spewing don't whet the wolf's appetite. There's no guarantee that your toy will show the real situation at any given time. All it displays is whatever information you put in there, right?
Well, when you put it that way...
Your suppositions are wrong. It's not your fault, so I'm gonna let you in on this. There's a trick to this haunted house. And what may that be exactly? A trick beyond what your tiny imagination can produce. Sheena!
Here you are.
Now then, what you missed, girlie, is written right here in this pamphlet. 7 Wonders of the Haunted House, The Disappearing Badger.
Well, what is this?
I say that someone around here is fond of theatrics. As you can see, they set a doll down at the end of this hallway for that purpose. Basically, the blue badger you saw was just a stupid doll. How can this be? Guess that throws your whole theory about... That throws your whole theory about it being your attacker right out the window.
But that can't be right. Maybe the culprit hid the doll somewhere. And then he laid down and pretended to be it instead.
The criminal couldn't hide himself in the hallway. How could he hide a giant doll? You get it now? Thanks to your presumptions, there's literally nowhere else that badger could have been put. Literally nowhere. Ever. What? Your logic started off weak and led to your completely wrong conclusion. Ugh. Get off your high horse.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Okay, I wonder if you could please input the new information for me. You don't know when to quit, do ya? I can't quit, not until I declare that I've found the truth. Agent Lang, for the additional information, you have my thanks. There you go again. We'll see if I care.
Okay, I'm updating the recreation now.
Click. Hi.
That looks really weird. Look at how it changes from the blue badger into the proto badger all of a sudden.
The Sunplover Badger was just a doll. Or was my attacker hiding?
Well, that's what we're gonna find out, right? So come on, Mr. Edgeworth, let's go.
Yes, let's. This recreation can't be right, which means there must be a contradiction somewhere.
Maybe it was the armor.
It was the fact that Sheena isn't the person following me around instead of Kay.
Okay.
The Russian told him inspected every suspicious-looking nook and cranny of this blue badger.
This holographic blue badger that you can't have known any details about other than that it's a blue badger.
This blue badger's just a doll for use in the haunted house.
I bet the one who killed this blue badger was the bad badger, right?
Yeah. According to the Blue Badger Bible, it says they're each other's worst enemy.
All because one's an ally of justice and the other's a vile criminal with a gun?
Perhaps we were just destined to battle each other. Much like the Steel Samurai and the Evil Magistrate.
Okay, Edgeworth.
What if there's the situation like with the trapdoor? Since it's a disappearing thing, there might be a place where there's a trapdoor.
Oh. How can you prove that, though?
We find it.
Well, how can you find it? This is just
we
a
get good.
holographic. Alright. I mean, you have to prove that it's not there sometimes, right? Somehow. Wait, do you have... What all do you have in your logic? Is it just the mirror fragments? Okay. Because that could be a fake mirror. Well, I mean, not a fake mirror, but a different mirror because it's a trapdoor mirror.
Yeah.
Right? But I don't know how you really prove that at all. So probably not.
How about the window?
Or maybe it's... Oh, or maybe it's the window? It could be the window. Well, I guess it's a mirror. It's not just glass. What else is in your organizer? Check... Is the pamphlet updated? Yeah. So is there something different about this? Not really.
Nope, it's still there. We're still there.
But you could deduce, hey, it says it's fucking disappearing. So maybe that's how you have to start that conversation. I don't know.
It's possible.
And then they also talked about the Bible. That doesn't help at all, I don't think.
We learned that he's a vile criminal with a gun.
That's true. I think you do just have to say, like deduce with the thing, but save state first, because, like, I'm probably wrong. But it's the only lead I can think of right now. So it'd be the pamphlet with, like, how it says it's disappearing.
This is in complete contradiction to this piece of evidence. I mean, it is not a complete contradiction.
Hold it, Mr. Edgeworth. Which is it? Is it a contradiction or not?
Sorry, I don't quite know.
Alright.
Look, we all know you're just chasing a delusion, so let's stop wasting time, alright?
I mean... Check the proto badger that's walking towards Edgeworth. Maybe there's some new evidence that gets found when you talk to it now. It's where the proto badger shows up in a recreation.
Yes, now the question is, where did he come from?
That wall does look sussy. Yeah, but there's no place to hide in our current model.
There must be inconsistency somewhere.
You check the armor.
No. Ah.
Okay, but this is the
That's
same
what we-
dialogue
yeah.
anyways. Okay.
Alright, check the sword.
Mirror's the same.
Proto badger who struck me. I suppose I should really say that it is Lance.
Oh, are you gonna get him back?
I need to resort to violence when the lawsuit I plan to bring to court will suffice.
Really? Cause I'd totally decked him right back. If someone steals from me, I steal something from them. If I get hit, I hit them back. If I get paid, I return the money. That's the secret to how a great thief works.
Third statement doesn't seem to be a much benefit to her survival. Thanks, boss, for paying me. Here's the money back.
What the hell else could this be? Like, I actually am stumped. Check the pamphlet again. Maybe there is something different about the picture in the pamphlet, but like... I mean, the picture looks the same, right?
Yeah, it's there, the mirror's there, or the window's there.
And the corner of the wall is the same, right? And that's definitely, the blue badger.
Yep.
We haven't seen pieces of a doll anywhere. Anything like that. Stolen costumes won't be helpful.
I mean, maybe something on the blue badger? Huh.
Like, we have to find out where the proto badger came from. And I feel like they point out the Bible for a reason, but why?
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
No. No. I like to imagine that Gumshoe made the Proto Badger, and everyone's like, "That's hideous, Gumshoe. We're gonna update it."
Yeah, they update it before they even cause he makes a proto badger.
Yeah.
And then they have to make the real blue badger in the next, because 1-5 has that blue badger, not the proto badger.
Yeah. It's like that's
Maybe
terrifying.
Maybe Gumshoe really didn't make the blue badger. I don't know. This isn't relevant to the case right now. I mean, maybe the window's like a mirror. Can you examine the window?
No.
No.
I could deduce about the mirror.
I mean, you might as well at this point.
About the disappearing badger, maybe?
Well, I was thinking the shards.
It's not broken.
Yeah, well, in our visualization it isn't.
Yeah.
But it's a different, kind of glass. But the thing is a window isn't really reflective, but maybe because it's a haunted house, it is.
Maybe?
I don't know, it's worth a try. Nope. There's just nothing I can think of. Why did, I don't even know what to do with this good guess. There's no other places to, inspect the nooks and crannies of? You can't even, go back here. Can you check the doors maybe, or no?
No.
Okay, what about the armor right in the foreground there?
No.
No. Maybe they Mario 64'd out of the painting.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like, it's something here, but there's nothing here. This is gonna be one where I look it up and I get pissed.
Maybe.
Oh,
Found something.
No, this is the same examination.
Mm.
Because it's just a doll for use in haunted houses.
That's it. We have to do something, I think.
It doesn't help here. What about the crime scene? Was there actually just like a fucking like doll there we didn't even like we completely forgot about?
It's Dick.
Like the murder notes? No, that doesn't really help.
Hmm.
Blue Badger mobile, victim's costume. Dossier. Mirror. Maybe you present the mirror fragments to be like, there was a mirror there, and it's not actually there. Nope. Okay. I'm kind of at the point where I want to look it up and hint you.
Sure.
All right. You know what's good when like you're not looking anything up, and then you get to the one trial where you have to look up a few things.
Yeah. Welcome to Trial 3 typically in these games.
Oh yeah, this is Trial 3. What is this called? Kidnapped Turnabout. Okay, let's see.
Oh, that's a gasp of, wow, that's actually cool.
Maybe?
Ooh.
No, I think this is one of those that's I don't know. I need to see evidence to know, but obviously if I tell you what I need to look at.
Something cool, huh?
I don't know. I don't think it's cool. Hold on a second.
It's at least not the dumbest thing you've ever seen in your life.
It might be. Can you go back to the doll and look at it while I pull up something?
Are we blind? That would be hilarious if we're blind.
I don't think we're blind.
That's
but...
definitely a regular blue badger. It has the spikes that go off to the side. It has the blue badger eyes. It has the blue badger body. That's a blue badger.
But...
And in the pamphlet, blue badger body with the spikes going off to the side. The belt's correct. The window's there. It's hidden behind the badger, but it's there. It's definitely there.
Can you check the Bible? That's okay. That's fucking bullshit. All right, you see the belt on the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, that's mirrored from how it is here in the fucking.
Oh, it is. It is.
What do you mean it is? You can't tell.
You can see. Look up there on the green screen. You see how it goes that way. On here, it goes that way.
Okay, that's fine. I thought it meant the buckle, like the fucking Like
It's
the
mirrored.
little like. Okay, that's
Okay.
fine. That's fine. I thought it meant the little like, the little dingly that goes in the middle of the square. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I was like, there's no way you can tell that on a
Hold
tiny
on a second
screen.
here. There's something wrong with this blue badger. Like what? The way the belt is on him is opposite of how it should be. Did you make a mistake?
That can't be. I even put the image data exactly as it is in the pamphlet.
So then why is the blue badger dressed up in reverse?
And then I guess you logic that with mirror shards to say that it's mirrored.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. I was only unsure because I thought it was the buckle specifically.
Okay, do you remember what you said earlier?
What I said earlier about what?
About how this building might as well have been a house of mirrors.
A house of mirrors. Oh, that would explain the reversed or mirror image.
Yes, the blue badger might be nothing more than the reflected image of a real one.
Then was the blue badger you saw just a reflection?
When I looked down this hall, I thought it was perfectly straight. However, if there was such a mirror.
Oh, then it would actually form an L shape, right?
Precisely, I was deceived. The hallway was almost pitch black. There was a beam in the way it obstructed my view of the other hallway.
Wait, but why build this place like that? It sounds pretty pointless to me.
Okay, this house is just another attraction in an amusement park. They create a mirror wall for a very purpose like this one. I can point it out to you. This is the reason they built a mirror wall.
The disappearing badger.
As is written in the pamphlet, the main draw of this attraction is the mystery of the disappearing badger.
You mean they built the mirror for that trick alone? But you said you saw the badger, so it was definitely still there.
That was true at the time, however. Doing this allows someone to make the blue badger disappear in a flash.
Move the mirror wall.
Yep. To remove a reflected image, simply move the mirror. First, the mirror was constructed so that it could be moved. Then beyond where the mirror was, to an empty hallway had been created.
Oh, so when they wanted people to see the blue badger, they would open the mirror.
And when they wanted to hide it, they simply had to close it again. This explains why the other sides of these fragments have a design on them.
Ah, and if the pattern is the same as the other walls in this hallway...
And when the mirror is closed, it would blend in with the rest of the walls. This is the mirror trick this haunted house employs. And this also proves the existence of a hiding place for the culprit.
Huh? How so?
Think about it, Kay. There was one place that was outside my field of vision. The culprit kept out of sight by hiding here. There was a very large blind spot, one I could not see beyond, and it was here. My assailant hid on the other side of this movable mirror. Then you wouldn't
be able to see him.
Nah.
You didn't even need to do anything to the blue badger doll.
Exactly. All he had to do was wait for me on the other side of the mirror.
Wait, hold on. I just thought of something.
Yes?
Well, shouldn't the mirror wall be broken right now in reality?
Since we have a few shards of it, we can probably assume it is. Yes, it most definitely is broken. The question is, when was it broken? Since we found these inside the victim's costume, that would mean that the victim was there when the mirror was broken. Wait, that sound. Leave that money and go now. That sound I heard was most definitely the sound of a psyche lock shattering. Okay, I'd like you to input some new information.
Ah, don't scare me like that.
Sorry, but I need you to recreate something for me.
Sure, whatever you need. So, what do you need anyway?
If you could first recreate this hallway just before I entered the dining room.
You got it.
What the hell's that noise? Is that what my water filter sounds like now? We got a new water filter. It just sounds like whoosh, super loud.
It makes noise?
Yeah. Welcome to having well water.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have like a Brita, but it doesn't make noise.
Oh, not like... That's like a... That's totally different. This is something so that when it pulls the well water from the ground, it purifies it to be, like, drinkable.
Okay. Gotcha. That makes
Now
sense.
this, I believe this is where it was right before I entered the dining room. Although at that time I thought it was but a single straight hallway. And then I went inside. It was around then that I heard the sound of a mirror shattering.
You heard what? Then...
Yes, I believe it was then when the mirror was broken.
Okay, so then when you stepped outside into the hallway again...
The mirror wall should no longer exist. Kay, please recreate that.
Got it. But wait, with the mirror gone, the culprit lost its hiding spot. So where'd he go in his proto-badger suit, Mr. Edgeworth?
Huh, that's easy enough. The mirror gone, he simply hid himself in the branch hallway.
Oh god. I think this about wraps it up. Looks like we finally solved everything.
No, not yet. An even larger contradiction has now reared its head.
Huh?
Perhaps you did not notice, but this recreation contains a very troubling inconsistency.
Oh, because... What, the doll...
He wouldn't be able
there?
to see the doll, because the mirror was shattered.
Yeah. So I'd say... So say, like, where the doll should be?
Yeah.
That's what you present? Or rather, where the doll, like, where he saw the doll is, like, where you present.
So, yeah. Here. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, take a good look at the end of the hall.
Oh, there's no blue badger there.
Exactly. The blue badger that I saw is in reality not here. This is the final point in this long chain of logic, the last remaining contradiction. Easy. Just put the badger over there. Then he enters the hallway. Grab the badger. Bring it back.
Or he is the badger that is there when the mirror's gone. Or that's the dead body. So let me get this straight. When you came out of the dining room, you saw a badger, right?
And that is precisely where the final contradiction lies. Something that shouldn't exist was there before me. Who or what do you suppose it was? I believe this is the real identity of our mystery badger.
Oliver Deacon.
The badger I saw was in actuality the dead victim's body. Good timing on Discord crashing. What's that? You want to have a call without Discord crashing? Not on my watch.
One.
What? That screen share it?
Yeah.
Okay. Agent Lang, the entirety of my complete logic is in fact a decisive piece of evidence. The murder happened in the hallway of the haunted house at the time of the drop-off. And you can consider the moment I heard the mirror breaking to be the real time of death for Mr. Deacon. No! Maybe it was due to the fighting, or perhaps it was their life-shattering bullet. But no matter what the cause was, the hallway mirror was broken. Ha! You were in the haunted house at the time, right? Are you telling me that you missed the sound of a gunshot? There was a variety of sound effects playing at the time. All for theatrics, I assume. The gunshot must have blended right in. Yeah! Now then, I'd like you to recall something for me. Who was it that was with the victim at the haunted house? Who was the one who had the opportunity to rob the victim of his gun before I used it on him? You used it on him, Mr. Edgeworth? Oops, let that one slip, didn't I? Mr. Edgeworth, sir, you're kind of under arrest.
Look me, boys.
You know what I meant. It was you, Lance Amano.
Oh, here we go.
Hulk
Fucking
smash.
Black Quill over here. Oh, he's crying mayonnaise.
I'm sorry. Consume the cum tears.
It's a goblet, not a chalice. Or it's a chalice, not a goblet.
It's not like I had a choice. Oliver turned on me all of a sudden. He snapped and turned violent right after I hung up with you. He shoved me to the ground and straddled me. Oh, God.
Oh.
I fought back as hard as I could, grabbed his gun, and I shot him. The bullet must have went through his body and shattered the mirror. If I hadn't taken his gun and shot him first, I would have been the one you found. He's a hardened criminal. He escaped from jail. See, that justifies self-defense. My boy was only trying to protect himself. That remains to be seen, and you'll have to resolve it in court. Agent Lang, I leave the rest to you. Heh, as if you were the one in charge around here. I solved the whole damn thing for you. Guys, arrest these two and get them out of my sight.
Why is Ernest? Yeah, what the fuck?
Wait, I had nothing to do with this murder. The only person you should be arresting is Lance.
I mean, he's right, though.
Dad! Sorry, but you're not slipping away that easily, Mr. Ernest Romano. You tampered with the evidence so you could cover up for your son.
Okay, that's fair.
How great you dad you are, willing to risk it all, truly touching. By the way, do you know why I'm really here? And how could I possibly know the answer to such an asinine question? You wounded me. I came all this way from across the street just to see you, you know. You came to see me? What's that supposed to mean? I have a few things to ask you, Mr. Romano, about a case from 10 years ago. A case from 10 years ago? Oh, what's the name you here for that case? Sheena?
It's known as the KG-8 incident.
Oh, 10 years ago, he was put into prison. He was trying to get revenge on Lance. Or specifically
maybe?
On Ernest, so he killed. He was trying to kill Lance.
But I think this is like the specific, like whatever the fuck incident there's always in the past in like every game.
And that's it. And he was also tied up into it. He got him thrown into prison for it, in some way.
Okay.
And in order to get revenge, he escaped, pretended to be the butler, his butler, and wanted to kill his son.
All right.
That's my guess, anyway.
Yeah. I think it might, like, if that's the case, there's probably more to it that we'll see later.
Oh, yeah, totally.
Yeah.
KG-8 incident. Oh, so you remember it? Good. Then you'll recall that the trigger in that case was the Amano Group scandal. Specifically, the charge of an internal smuggling ring. Smuggling? There's that word again. At the time, the person that was arrested as the ringleader was Mr. Amano's very own secretary, Mr. Colin Deveray. See?
Okay.
Nailed it. Father? Even though you pushed the crime onto your then secretary, Mr. Deveray, I always suspected that you were involved with the smuggling ring, Mr. Amano. Mr. Deveray was arrested in place of you, which is why when he broke out, you hid him from the police, right? You hid him in exchange for his silence on your little dirty secret. No. Please calm down. Honestly, I have no idea what you're talking about. Pretend to be ignorant all you want. We're taking you down to the precinct anyway for a nice long chat. Oh shit. I've soiled myself. What the? Who the heck was that?
Oh, I thought it was gonna be the Proto Badger.
Wait. What?
Yeah,
Hey, bud, you got off scot-free? Huh? Who's the second guy?
I don't know.
I'll take him down to the precinct if you don't mind. Wait, who voiced him? I forget.
I
think it was me.
you voiced him, yeah.
And who the heck are you? I'm Jack Portsman. I'm the prosecutor in charge of this case. Oh, Jax, thank goodness you're here. Don't jerk me around. This is an Interpol case, so keep your paws off the suspect. Sorry, but I can't comply. I've got the backing of the prosecutor's office. This might be awesome. This might be, What if she does come back?
Who? Lana Skye?
The girl with, her funny face is the sleepy girl.
Oh, Cammy.
Yeah, what if Cammy comes back now?
I'm not optimistic, but
what if it's just like all the prosecutors like all the people you bring down try to take you back down for a second go around?
that would be really
awesome.
fun. Yeah.
Sorry, I can't comply. I got the backing of the prosecutor's office. See, in this country, we prosecutors work with the police to bring cases to court. So if you could please cooperate with me here, that'd be great. Now, how about a handshake to seal the deal? Sorry, but I hate prosecutors, the whole lot of you. Edgeworth, no
Edgeworth,
comment?
do you have anything to say?
Guys, arrest the suspects. Sir? No, I almost forgot. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, is it? Huh? Oh, sorry, I was swatting a fly on my shoulder. I'd like to thank you. Thank me? Yeah, for working so hard to fulfill my goal.
Hey, is that any way to thank someone? What the heck is that supposed to mean?
You were so relentless with Lance that you forced Ernest to tamper with the evidence. Thanks to that, I finally had a legitimate reason to arrest him. So how's it feel to bite the hand that feeds you? The hand that feeds me? I'm not sure I follow. I've never heard that phrase before in my life. You're a dumb rock, aren't you? So he's pretending with me. You're the one, right? You're the corrupt prosecutor that's working for Mr. Armano. It's the smuggling ring, right? No, I would never do such a thing. What the heck? Our intel's never wrong. In your prosecutor's office, there's definitely someone working with the ring. Maybe it's the guy who was charged with murder and is standing right there.
Like, this isn't set before that case. Like, this is set after that case, because Gumshoe's
No, wait.
here and...
No, it's not.
This is in the past?
It is. I forgot all about that. This is in the past.
So this is like, what? Oh, so it was like the Von Karma, then this, then Chapter 1?
At least, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I forgot all about that.
Okay.
That's why he's standing there. God, I'm dumb. Sorry.
No, I thought the same thing, so...
I forgot all about that.
Okay.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah. Although it was really funny before.
That would have been an awesome Oh, come on, game. I like my idea better, even though this makes way more sense this way.
Yeah.
Like, the whole police force becomes super duper corrupt, and then Edgeworth has to, like, become the prosecutor illegitimate, or whatever the fuck it was, in order to stomp the police force. I'll buy that game. That sounds fun. That must be the real reason by his antagonistic attitude. That must be the real reason behind his antagonistic attitude. On top of that, your mentor was Manfred von Karma, right? There was non-stop rumors flying around about his forged evidence with that guy. You're not twisting the truth behind these closed courtroom doors, are you? Courtroom is a place where the truth is revealed. Well, don't worry. It's not only you. The whole lot of you can't be trusted. Prosecutors never lost in 40 years. Every defendant must be found guilty. Fueled by those ideas, is it any wonder that courts produce nothing but falsities and lies? It would seem that his disdain extends beyond just me. Prosecutors, the courts. Why is this man so angry with us all? Probably because all of you are fucking cheats? Rest assured, the next time we meet, I won't be so forgiving.
Holy shit.
She's done that before.
Okay.
So don't you forget it. But it's still cool every time she does it.
She's got strong Mia game, honestly.
She do. She also has that armpit action, but also big finger pit glove. Oh, that's what you meant by Mia action. Okay. I thought you were talking about the gloved hand, like the gloves.
Oh, that too, yeah.
She also has a boa around her neck, which is pretty neat.
Yeah.
Very nice character.
She's gonna be like the big evil antagonist at the end, though.
That'd be funny. Please wait. Agent Sheena. Why does Agent Lang hate all prosecutors so? I don't know.
It says Ga next to my face. Isn't that funny? Lang is the head of the long-honored house of Lang in Zhengfa. The heads of all police-related divisions in that country were of Lang blood. That's definitely not ripe for corruption.
Were? What do you mean by they aren't still? What do you mean they aren't still? There.
They were revered, but that was long ago. They don't hold that sort of sway anymore. That's good. And it was all because of the courts. Good.
How can that be?
A prosecutor once withheld and tampered with the evidence one of the Lang detectives found. The evidence's purity was tarnished and cost the Lang family its honor and trust.
But not all prosecutors are like that.
Am I losing my mind? It's kind of a good thing that power isn't consolidated to one family. Even so, Lang
Yeah,
will never
probably.
respect the court again, or any prosecutor. Like, it's bad enough. But, like just, you know, for whatever schmucks sign up, let alone one family.
So Agent Lang is the man who hates all courts and is unwilling to forgive prosecutors. I mean, wasn't it great when Byakuya's family did their thing? Wasn't that awesome? Wasn't it great that Byakuya had to kill like 28 people in order to give rise to his family? Wasn't that awesome?
Yeah.
Isn't he such a moral, great human being?
Oh, he's so cool.
God, Byakuya is so fucking cool.
Yeah.
That's why I made him the main villain
Coolest.
in mine. Clearly, it's because I love him so much. And
Yeah.
don't just want to fucking kill He's not the main villain. Or is he?
Yeah, I know. I mean, he probably isn't.
Who knows? Yeah, what a piece of work that guy is. Come on, Jim. We better... Oh, that's Jim. That's the guy who died.
Oh.
Jim Faith.
Yeah.
Yeah. Still have to deliver that thing for the old man, after all. He got a line, after all. I mean, he got some lines in the beginning.
Line.
Gate adder. Gatter. Gator. Where? Sam just charges forward. Detective Gumshoe, I believe it's time we wrapped up and handed it home ourselves.
Yeah, you going home too, Mr. Edgeworth?
No, I've done nothing but be entangled in one mess after another since my return. If it's alright with you, can you drop me off at my office?
No problem, sir.
Adder. Ader. Excuse me, I don't have a ride home now.
Yes,
Gate.
what is it?
That is, thank you very much.
Oh, it's okay. No need to thank me, pal. Just doing my job as a detective.
I guess I was fooled pretty badly by Lance. Oh, cruel fate. What's a woman to do when she's been hurt by the one she loves? And to think I never realized my father was right there. I never said anything to him. I knew it. I am a failure.
There she goes again, talking to herself.
There she goes again, whining about her dead dad. Oh, that pops.
Boo-hoo. Cry me a river.
Miss Pops, I wonder if you know why your father participated in the kidnapping? No, I have no idea. Your father died while I was trying to stop Lance, which means that from the beginning he had no interest in the staged self-abduction.
Wait, then why did he?
I believe it was because of your presence, Miss Pops. Me? Lance realized that the two of you were related, which is why he used you as a hostage to coerce Mr. Deveray into cooperating. Father. As a felon, he could not tell you of his real relation to you. However, as the Amano family butler, at the very least, he was able to watch over you. It was all he could do, but that was the shape of his overflowing love for you. Oh. Go on, speak your mind. That is... Thank you very much. You're welcome, although there is no need to thank me. No, Lauren, stop. I mean, this man's so much older than you.
She actually is like one of the best characters. Looks like you've completely stolen her away, Mr. Edgeworth. Way to go, sir.
His eyes are so crossed. It's amazing.
I need medical attention. Your technique is way beyond the level of a great thief.
What are you going on about now?
Wow, your deducing skills may be sound, but you have no street smarts. That's Mr. Edgeworth for you. Yeah, I mean, he still hasn't figured out who I am at all.
My bones are rotting from the lack of protein. All I eat is noodles.
You haven't remembered in all this time. I guess I'm just gonna have to say it. This isn't the first time we met, you know. What do you mean, pal? Mr. Edgeworth, how do you know this girl? Huh. Looks like you totally forgot me too, Gummy. Gummy?
A gummy worm.
Here,
Ye-
maybe this'll jog your memories. I promised I'd return this to you one day, remember?
That single piece of cloth took me back far into my past. To that fateful day 7 years ago, when I first met the then-child Kai.
So yet again we're flashing back.
And Detective Gumshoe. Yeah, that's right. This game is nothing but flashbacks.
Alright.
We actually finished the game already. The first case was the latest point in the timeline.
Nah, it's gonna be the 5th one. That's
Yeah.
the end. What about Reminiscence?
Nice. Well, we did it. So let's get a little sneak preview of what's going to be happening in Reminiscence.
Turnabout, it's over, if you will.
Yeah. All right. Sneak preview. There's Gumshoe. Nice.
The Proto Badger never showed up. Who the fuck was he?
Kay Faraday, the young lady.
Ah, fuck.
Piece of cloth that she conjured up has taken me back to many years ago. Udgy! The same reaction.
Oh.
Yeah, that's right, I did it. I killed the guy. Is that you, Gumshoe? Well, it was a great thief Yatagarasu that told me to do it.
I ask the defendant, just what exactly are you trying to say?
Don't you get it? I know the true identity of Yatagarasu. Well, these fucks. Yatagarasu is a man standing over there on the prosecutor's bench. Are you saying that I am the Yatagarasu? No, you dare deny it. You told me to kill him when you stuck into the embassy.
Are you claiming that Mr. Faraday is the Yatagarasu?
That's exactly what I'm saying.
Yeah, Mr. L, I think you heard just about enough out of you.
Your Honor, please listen to me. I'm telling the truth. You gotta believe me. What'd you say about that voice?
Oh, you're probably gonna regret it when that
Oh, yeah,
character's
probably.
more important.
Alright, you got the judge.
In accordance with the defendant's accusation, a new prosecutor shall be called to replace Mr. Faraday. This court will be in recess until the new prosecutor is ready.
Good job, Budge.
Thank you.
Who are you?
Do I get Hero of Light for that? Please?
I don't know. That force gem you stole. I saw you throw me into the lava there, Udge.
I was trying to roll.
Yeah, I bet you were trying to roll, huh? It was the low latency, wasn't it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, we're done. That was 2 hours. Well,
Yeah.
that is, that's, Edgeworth Wright, investigations.
Yep.
Is that guy,
Probably one
like,
of Dave's.
kicking a trash can? Oh, I'm not gonna
Oh,
save
sure.
it. We'll watch that again. At the
Well,
beginning.
but then you don't want it to accidentally load the old save state and fuck you over.
Oh, you mean... Oh, okay, that's fair. Gotcha. Fair enough. Well, any final thoughts? What was up with the Proto Badger?
Yeah, I really like. I almost want to look it up to see if there was like an intended person we're supposed to know, or if it's just like in case 5 it's gonna be like, hey guys, I'm here, and I'm gonna spoil myself on that.
Yeah, maybe we just shouldn't look it up, and we should only look it up after the fact.
But then what if it's like in game 2?
Then that is the longest con that Phoenix Wright has ever done, and I doubt they will ever do something that long con.
I really want to look it up.
It'd be cool, but they've never once had a character who was okay become bad in a later game. I don't think. Am I wrong on that?
I think you're right.
Unless that was just Lance?
Oh, okay, I see. So I did look it up. The way that Proto Badger talked, like the vocal tick that it has, is the same as the Gatewater Bellboys.
Oh,
So that's the Gatewater Bellboy.
okay. You know what's the saddest thing to me?
What?
Kay never got all the badgers. She only got 3 of them.
Oh no, yeah.
She never got to take a picture of the regular badger, I think. No, she got the regular badger. She never got the bad badger.
This is so sad.
This is the saddest timeline. And that was that's the hard one to get. That's the one that every once in a while they do the shows.
You know what's really sad is that Frodo Badger at Gatewater Land is the Bellboy's latest appearance, 2019 in canon.
2019. What?
Yeah, this is 2019 in canon.
Oh. Jeez. Ew. I was 23 years old.
I was 19.
Actually, that means Kay is older than I thought. That means Kay is like...
I mean, she was like... How...
22 in like the most modern game, 23. But also,
in the most modern game, yeah.
That means she's at least 19. Now, in our current time. But it doesn't matter. In any case, that's this game for now.
You know what freaked me out is seeing that in like Emma Sky's appearance in this game, she's 18. She looks like as baby as she does in game 1. But
to be fair, in game 1 she's like 17, I think.
I thought she was like 16 or 15.
I don't think she was that young, was she?
Well, let's find
remember.
out. Emma Sky, first appearance is age 16.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
And what year does the first one take place? 2015?
Let's see. Oh god, when was this?
And Maya was 17 in the first game, right?
Yeah, Maya was 17. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. First game is 2016 to 2017.
First game's 2016.
Yeah, I think so. If I go to like, because Rise from Ashes is February 2017, so if I go back to like the first episode,
Turnabout Beginnings, or whatever.
the first turnabout.
Yeah.
Is August 3rd, 2016.
Damn. I was 20. No.
I'm glad that all I have to do to find out how old I was is chop off the 20.
Yeah, actually,
Makes
I
life
was
so much easier.
16. I was no.
You weren't
I-
16.
obviously-
I was
obviously
16
I
in
was,
2016.
Listen, I'm trying to think about this in terms of 2014. I was 18, 19. I would have been 19 at the time, turning 20 real soon.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I would have been like starting sophomore year.
Wait, so then would
No,
you have been
starting
15 then?
junior year. I would have been 16 because it was 2016 after April.
Well, that's not right.
What?
I'm always at least 4 to 5 years older than you are.
When were you
I'm
born?
4.5 years older than you are. I'm November 4th, 1995.
1995.
Would I be 20? Am I stupid?
You'd be 20.
Okay. But I turned...
You would turn 21 that year.
Oh, I graduated in 24. That's what I'm messing up. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I would be 20.
Yeah.
Going on 21.
Mm-hmm.
You're almost time. Oh, God.
So you're turning...
26.
26. Okay, yeah, that tracks.
I'm an old man. I finally, this year, or previous year, finally became the age Phoenix was in the very first game.
Oof.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I just became able to legally drink.
I felt like that was kind of the point in the very first game. If you played the game in 2001 as like a 13-year-old, which the game would have been T for teen, you would have been about as old as Phoenix was all those years in the future.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Instead, I'm Maya's age, basically. Well, actually, no.
Maya is...
No, I would have been... No, I'm 3 years older than Maya. God damn it. You would
Yeah,
have been Maya's age. Actually, no, you would have been...
No, I'm Maya's age, because
Yeah,
Maya
Maya's.
is born in either 99 or 2000. So,
Yeah.
Maya's age.
Well, who the hell's age am I, then?
Because she's 28 in Spirit of Justice, which is in 2028.
Is there anyone who's like 22 in the first game?
Anyone who's 22 in the first game.
Not really.
Well, the official art of Maya really like shows the age, like how much she grew more so than the in-game art.
Yeah. She's grown up.
Have you seen this shit? Like, here's like the age 17. Here's the fucking
Yeah,
age
she's
28.
baby in the first game, and then she's like, "Hello, I'm an adult now."
She's like,
yeah. She's grown up.
how old was
Baby?
Larry Butts in the first game? Well, I guess
Larry Butts is the same age as Phoenix.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe there's like a character from the second game who I'm similar age to.
Pearly.
No, Pearly's way too young.
Yeah, but like, can you imagine?
Let's take a look. All these are too old. Maybe Lotta Hart. No, Lotta Hart's older than them.
Yeah.
I'm younger than Sakura.
What about April May? She was born in 93.
2 years older than me. Brother's age. I think you're the same age as Von Karma.
Really?
Probably. She's 18 in the second game.
Is that right?
I love age 13 Von Karma. It's hilarious.
Baby. Yeah, same age as Von Karma, yep. Because it says 99 to 2000 on the birth year.
Yeah.
So hey, that's good for me, even though it's a
She's
fictional character who I'll
5'4".
never meet.
Yeah, she's 5'4".
Oh wow, I'm like a little taller than her.
That's funny. She's actually baby. Actually, a little girl running around with a whip is kind of terrifying. So
Yeah. I mean, she'll still kick your ass, but
5'10". I'm taller than Miles Edgeworth. That makes me feel pretty champ. That must mean I'm taller than Phoenix Wright as well. Oh yeah, I am. That's right. Heck yeah, I think I'm.
How tall's Maya?
Maya's a shorty.
Maya's tiny.
Yeah, Maya's a shorty.
What about Emma Sky? She's 5'3" in the most recent adaptation.
How about Apollo Justice?
Holy shit!
He's a shorty. That's right. I remember.
Oh yeah, he's a short king. Yeah. I was how tall is Apollo, by the way?
5'5".
Yeah, like good lord, I'm taller than Apollo. Barely, but I am. Look, so I was talking about how much Maya's aged up. Look at fucking Emma's glow, like age/glow up here. Look at this shit.
Yeah, I know. Isn't she awesome?
Yeah. She goes from like Happy Meal to Hello Ma'am in just 2 images.
How about Mike Meekins? Oh, I think I'm the same age as Meekins, aren't I? Yep.
No.
Yep. 1994 to 1995.
Oh,
About the same
I'm
age as
sorry.
Meekins. Oh, it's okay.
I'm sorry.
Could be worse. Documented age range 22 to 31. Oh yeah, I guess he would be 31 at a certain point in the series, wouldn't he? Jesus. Wait a minute, 31. 31. Wait. Turnabout Succession. Does he appear in the latest game?
Oh
yeah, Turnabout Succession, he does appear because he's the bailiff, I think.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How about Cammy Meal? Nice, I'm in the same age as Cammy Meal. There you go, that works.
And if you scroll down, you'll find out whether she reappears.
Let's not scroll down. yeah. Aristotle. I'm probably the same age as Aristotle means, right? No.
I hope that Meekins got demoted to bailiff because of the Blue Badger case.
Rymabombi. Who the fuck is this? Oh, that's probably from
Rymabombi? How's that spelled? What?
Ray Mabombi. Ray, R-E-I, Membami. I think that's from the other game.
I'm still spelling this wrong. Oh yeah, I mean if it's Ray, it's probably from the Great Ace Attorney.
Susato Mikotoba. Yeah, that's also from the Great Ace Attorney, I'm assuming. How about Eeny Meeny?
Eeny meeny.
I'm 1 year older than she is.
Really? Okay. Is the recording still going, by the way?
Yeah, it is. Absolutely. 100%.
Good.
Which means Mimi Mimey, who's older than her. Yeah, it's me. God, Mimi looks dumb.
Imagine doing that to your children. I mean, it's possible that they chose their own names, but no, it's not. Have you seen their names?
Yeah, well. Ooh, am I older than Missile? Who is listed as Missile the Pomeranian and Missile the dog? Last known status, alive, March 2019. I just realized that dog might very well be... No, it's a pretty young dog. Yeah,
what dog is that? What's the
Missile?
dog from?
From the very first game. You don't remember Missile?
I do not.
Okay, you're given a choice from Detective Gumshoe. He's like, all right, we have a couple tools to help you search the area around the pond. We have a metal detector.
Oh. And there's the dog. And there's a dog.
And we have Missile. And they're like, who's Missile? Oh, he's a canine. And all he does is he goes out and he eats hot dogs. He is completely useless.
Yeah.
The dog just barks at people and eats all of Larry Butt's hot dogs.
Yeah, I just like big brain to the metal detector immediately.
Yeah.
So I didn't get to see
It's
that.
really funny. Also, Mo is fucking old. It's alright to be wrong every now and again, right?
Yeah.
It's just like that case. It's all right to be wrong. How about Man of Mystery? I'm older than Man of Mystery. Damn. It's funny seeing these characters. How about Vera? How old's Vera?
Oh, Vera's young.
Oh my. 2007.
Yeah.
Oh, she's young.
Yeah.
That would make her 14. Oh no, she'd be on TikTok.
You know, it's so sad that Vera Misham's wiki ends with the same game she's introduced in.
Probably means she never reappears ever again.
Yeah.
Oh well. What other spoiler characters can I look up?
Yeah, just look up characters for the Spirited Justice trial you're on right now.
Napalm. Who's Napalm? This dog is adorable.
Napalm?
Case of the Missing Dog. Napalm went missing at Lordly Taylor while shopping for her owner, who offered a $5,000 reward. She was found by Miles Edgeworth, who was searching for his own lost dog, Missile, and Goldie Gerwitz, a woman who falsely claimed to be her owner in order to cheat Edgeworth out of the reward.
It seems it is from an anime only story. Oh, it's from a flashback episode. You get to see young Edgeworth and young Von Karma.
Neat. And they go looking for a dog. All right, how old is Wendy Oldbag? I'm probably older than her.
Yeah, probably.
Last known status, alive. Wait, 2019 is the last time she appears? We're safe. We're free. Nice. She died, hopefully.
Unless she's in the game again.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're safe. I'm safe in Game 6.
Oh, sure.
Oh, really? What the heck? 2005? She's not that young. God damn.
I mean, no, that makes sense.
Oh, yeah, Hugh O'Connor. Hugh O'Connor's hilarious because he's like 25 in high school. How old does that make him?
Oh, yeah.
2002. Nearly the same
wow.
age as you.
Yeah, that's like, yeah,
2 years off.
2 years off, yeah.
Polly. I'm probably older than Polly. Polly never reappears. That's sad. Technically
The
does
bird?
reappear.
What about Trucy?
Lauren Pops. Oh, hey, here she is. Oh, she's your age.
Wait, really? Oh, that's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that.
We should probably end off the recording.
Huh? Oh. Eh.
Yeah, I guess so. Fine.